and welcome to today's edition of the News in Brief. Brought to you by
Graphic Communication is giving you the opportunity to have news not only in hard copy but also in a digital form. Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Visit us on graphic.com.gh for further information. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
In the headlines, Cape Coast High Court says James Gyekye cannot hold himself as Assin MP-elect. Majority Leader Osei Mensah Bonsu reiterates 7th Parliament as busiest and most productive. And leadership of Parliament unanimously justify the need to be paid gratuity. And now the news in brief. The Cape Coast High Court has granted an injunction against Mr. James Gyekye of the National Democratic Congress from holding himself as the MP-elect for Assin North.
One Michael Ankumanimfa of Assin Breku had filed a petition seeking to annul the declaration of Mr. Kwesen as the MP-elect for the Assin North constituency. According to the petition, Mr. Kwesen owes allegiance to both Ghana and Canada, which contravenes the provision of Article 94 2A of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana.
The foundation of his qualification to Parliament is under serious challenge. We are saying simply that, look, at the time that he filed the processes before the Electoral Commission, he wasn't qualified to be allowed to file in the first place because at the time when he did that, he was holding on to his Canadian citizenship. And it's not clear. They were in court, they didn't challenge the fact that he was given a certificate of renunciation on 26th of November 2020, which is post-date the time of filing, post-date the time of elections. So clearly, I don't think there's an issue. The court has done the right thing.
The majority leader of the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic, Mr. Osei Mensah Bonsu, has reiterated President Akufo-Addo's acknowledgement of the 7th Parliament as the busiest and most productive in Ghana's history.
Distinguished officers of this House, as the minority leader alluded to, in terms of legislation as alluded to by the President yesterday, this Parliament, the 7th Parliament, has been the busiest. It has been the busiest because in terms of sheer numbers, we're able to pass over 230 bills came before us, out of which we're able to transact business and we pass about 296 of the bills that came before us. No Parliament has crossed the barrier of 100 bills. Never. This Parliament has been able to do this. The average for the Parliaments between 70 and 80, over 4 years, this Parliament was able to do this. And we're able to do that, thankfully, because of the processes and procedures and the structures that we put in place.
Also at the press conference, Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu expressed the hope that most bills passed by the 7th Parliament would contribute towards improving the lives of Ghanaians and the delivery of public services.
Mr. Idrisu said the 7th Parliament has done its best in terms of performance. He expressed the belief that legislation such as the Special Prosecutor Act will contribute to strengthening the country's democracy in future. He also asked members of Parliament in the 8th Parliament to work together, devoid of partisanship.
This Parliament, in terms of bills, he keeps the statistics. He will tell you that we pass more bills than any other Parliament in the 4th Republic. But it's not just about passing the bills. How have those legislations contributed to improving the life of the Ghanaians, improving their quality of life, and how has it improved the delivery of public services? Let me conclude. For instance, when government needed to depend on Parliament on COVID, we gave our cooperation. There were many of you who misconstrued my action, but it was rooted in procedure and practice. When we want to suspend Parliament, we know how Parliament is suspended. It is not for anybody to reinvent a new rule or new order how it is done.
And in our last story, the leadership of Parliament has unanimously justified the need for MPs of the 7th Parliament to be paid gratuity after serving the legislature over the past 4 years. The leader said per Articles 71 and 114 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, the payment of gratuity, salaries and allowances were legitimate and lawful.
In the considered opinion of the framers of our Constitution, they provided in Article 114(1) that a person who has served as a member of Parliament for a period of no less than 4 years shall be eligible, since a member of Parliament on his death, for the payment of such gratuity to him or his personal representative, as the case may be, as shall be determined by the President acting in consultation the committee referred to in Article 71 of this Constitution.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I'm Ama Mankwa Befi.